Hello. Welcome to Facebook Live, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. It is time to stamp. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? Hi, Kelly. It's good to see you guys. Hi, Kelly. Francisca. Tracy, did you drive home okay? Did your butt fall asleep? Hi, Catherine. Hi, Terry. Hi, Jacqueline. That sounds fancy. I hope everybody is doing well. Another cute top. Oh, thank you. I did a little online shopping, and that's where I've got the last few things I've been wearing. Because I don't have time to shop for real. Although I took my daughter shopping yesterday. Oh, Lordy. Have you guys taken a 15-year-old girl shopping lately? Because it is really challenging to find clothes that don't make you look... I'm trying to figure out a nice way to say this. Like a complete slut. I had my daughter try on several things, and there was just a couple. Well, first of all, she's got like the cutest little body ever. I mean, like, I only wish I ever looked that awesome. But she is kind of curvy, and she's adorable, and clothes make her look much older than she is, and Mama's having a heart attack, and let's just say it's a good thing Dad wasn't there, because he definitely would have had a heart attack. Shopping with a teenage girl is not for the faint of heart, I will tell you that. Risque, exactly, Kelly. So anyway, it's really interesting to go through that process, and I can only imagine what's coming up. And she's like, Mom, you know, they wear these shirts that go off your shoulders and they're super cute. And I'm like, So anyway, we did pick out a couple of tasteful things. I helped her find things that I thought were more appropriate. And the lady who was helping us was very sweet. She's like, well, you know, you can wear a tank top under that. I'm like, yeah, you can. Anyway, oh, and Teresa, it's your first Facebook Live. Yay! That's awesome. Hi, Sue. She wore a 000. Yeah, well, my daughter's not a 000. She's like, I mean, like a 4. She's got cute little hips and cute boobs, and oh, look, I've got something hanging out of my shirt. Don't you hate that? Ugh. So anyway, I think I saw someone. Oh my gosh, Maria, you're in South Carolina. I'm so glad you're safe, Maria. I've been thinking about you guys. I can't even imagine what it must be like to just like get up and leave. Maria lives in Sarasota, and oh, I hope your house is okay. Do you have any word on how things are going? Oh my gosh, it's so scary. This storm is just unbelievable. And then Harvey right before that. And I know so many people who've been affected by that. Oh, you've been in my prayers, Miss Maria. I want you to know that. Oh my goodness. And today's September 11th. And I was watching the news. And I mean, I knew it was coming, and I knew everything was okay. Or not that everything was okay, but I mean, I knew it was September 11th. But when September 11th happened, I was 9 months pregnant because Ella's 16th birthday is coming up. And I cannot even tell you how bad it is to be 9 months pregnant when something like that happens. Oh my goodness. Oh, thanks, Kayleen. That's good to know. Sorry, I know I just stopped in the middle of my story. But anyway, so they were doing, you know, the moment of silence like they do every year. And I was watching that, and I just got choked up all of the sudden, and I was not expecting that. So, gosh, it seems like yesterday, doesn't it? Oh, so crazy. And so much has happened since then, my gosh, but wow. So anyway, it is so good to see all of you guys. Hi, Joe. I saw Karen. Kayleen said that Nancy is okay. Nancy's one of my sidelines. She lives in Florida too, in Punta Punta Gordo, is that how you say it? So, and someone else, ooh, Sandy from Tampa. So happy to be on. Oh my gosh, Sandy, I hope you guys are okay. Crazy, 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 crazy. So anyway, and speaking of, as I'm sure many in the country are, it is drier than I'll get out here. Our lawn looks like it's horrible. It's all dry and crappy because we have not been watering it, thinking, you know, it's pretty unusual for it to be more than like a few days without rain here. So it's very dry. So I'm sorry we're not sucking up some of that moisture from down south. My gosh. And I know there's fires out west and in Canada. Oh, crazy. Well, I have some really fun projects to share with you guys, so we're going to get to it in just a second. I had my summer camp over the weekend. We had 2 sessions, Friday night and Saturday, and I posted a couple videos of the games we played. We had so much fun. I haven't laughed quite so much, and actually I think really my jaw hasn't dropped to the floor as much as it did this weekend with stories people told. Oh dear. Dina's so sweet and innocent. Her little virgin ears heard all kinds of crazy stories this weekend. And I have to say, I kind of loved it. But I do have one rule, and that is what happens at the Creativity Cave stays in the Creativity Cave unless I put it on Facebook Live. So we had some fascinating conversations, and let's just say that I'll just leave those there, but wow, people are crazy in this world. Oh my gosh. So we had such a good time though. It was so fun talking to people. I had several people come for the first time, and that was really awesome. And several people, actually I had 2 of my online customers came, one from Ohio, and Tracy's on here. So it was so awesome to have people here for the first time. I love meeting new friends, of course. And oh, Kelly, you're so sweet. Kelly was here too. She said the kit is so worth it. That was very sweet. We made some great projects. In fact, Kelly, you were one, I think, that said you thought the projects were really awesome. You know, when I make up these kits, I try, of course, to get the best bang for your buck and the best projects I can put together and everything. But it was, I'm really glad to hear that you liked them. I have a couple of those kits left. So if you would like them, check out my... Let's see, I think it's on the Facebook page you're on now, but it's also, the link is all over the place. It's in my online class store where I have all my online classes on my blog, so just check it out. I also have, I think I have 2 or 3 spots left on my holiday catalog product share. And I have a whole video about that on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. It's also on my blog. It's also on this Facebook business page. You can check it out. And you get a sampling of everything in the occasions catalog. Or this is a holiday catalog. And I shouldn't say everything because you don't get a sampling of all the stamp sets, but you get a sampling of the ribbon, 2 to 3 yards of each ribbon. You get a sample of all of the accessories. You get 6x6 pages of all the DSP, and there are some amazing DSPs. So it's a really great value. And you also, and I will extend the free washi tape for the last couple people, and then after that I am closing it out and we're all done, just so you know. So there's 3 spots left, so make sure you grab them. If you follow my if you get my newsletter, I sent a newsletter out with all that information in it this morning, and I think actually I bet I didn't actually get it posted to my Facebook page, so I'll do that after we're done with the live. In fact, I'm going to jot that down as a note so I don't forget. So I'm just going to write that down with my trusty Sharpie. So, newsletter posted to Facebook page. Okay. And by the way, if you hear crazy sounds coming from my roof, it's because all of a sudden, about a half an hour ago, they showed up and started working on my roof. We're getting a new roof after we had a hailstorm earlier this summer. And I kept asking when they were going to start, and my husband's like, oh, Friday. And I thought, oh my gosh, seriously, Friday? I have all these people coming. Well, they just dropped all the shingles off Friday, and then all of a sudden there's these loud noises coming from my roof, and they're up there working. So that was interesting. Okay. So today I have some projects, and I think you're going to really like them. There's a couple. The first one is just a fun little Halloween card that I wanted to share with you that I made for a swap, and I loved how cute it was. And then I have another card that I made for a swap, but I love the layout of it so much I've made like a whole bunch more of them, and I wanted to share with you that because I think it's one of those things, especially when you get kind of stuck stamping and you need some inspiration. I love going to sketch challenges, color challenges, or like theme challenges, and those are really helpful to get your creative juices going. You might note, if you follow my blog, on Mondays and Tuesdays I do a stamp set challenge. What will you stamp? That's for a specific stamp set. And today actually I have to show you this because I was kind of proud of how it turned out. I made this really pretty Magical Mermaid card, and this was one of those stupid sets I wasn't gonna get, but it's a shaker. Whoa. It's really pretty. It's on my blog, complete with video tutorial today, so you can check that out. And again, I know that I do that to you guys all the time, where I show you something that you were like, I wasn't gonna get it. Then you see something I make. Well, that happens to me too. So that was what today's card on my blog was all about. But anyway, what I love about challenges though, are they totally help you get things going creatively. So I think they're helpful. Okay. So anyway, it's really fun. I think we've covered all of the topics. I know I need to get going because my voice is starting to go. I might have talked a lot this weekend. It's possible. I don't know. I do like to talk. But my voice is really kind of, I don't know if it sounds funny, but I'm tired. I didn't do much yesterday. I made the mermaid card. That was about it. And I watched the Packers win. And so that was kind of fun. But let's stamp. Don't you guys think so? I actually, right before I went on, I saw someone made a comment. They said they watched my game videos that I posted from this weekend, and they said, you have this bright, beautiful space. Why don't you shoot your videos, and why don't you stamp out there? And that's so sweet. That's my classroom area out there, and this is my office. And if my office was in my classroom would always be a disaster. And this way I don't have to have people come in here. But also all of my stuff is like an awful lot of my stuff is within arm's reach, and that is how I like to stamp. I like everything to be right here with me, and that's not how it works out there. So that's why I'll tell her that, because I don't know if she watches my lives or not. But anyway, so there you go. Now, of course, don't forget to share the video on Facebook, or if you're watching the recording of this, share it on your favorite social media platform. I would be so grateful. Of course, I always have a drawing for fabulous prizes. Speaking of prizes, I sent a huge ton of stuff out last week, and I've got another big ton of stuff to go out this week. So I've been catching up on gifts and thank yous and all that sort of stuff. I think I have a couple people who got their free hostess set who have not gotten back to me. And I want to say Susan is on here. Sue the Wino, Susan, right? I can't think of your last name. It's a hyphenate. Klein. See, that's how you say it. So Sue, if you're on here, I think you need to let me know what you want for your free hostess set. I sent you an email. Anyway, are you guys ready to stamp? I know I said I was going to stamp a little while ago, and then I haven't yet. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. There's my lovely ceiling. And here's my workspace. Oh, so pretty. And I posted a little teaser before I was going live saying, do you think I'll get the mess cleaned up? And just so we're clear, outside of this space of the camera, it's a complete mess. Just in case you thought like, wow, she really did a good job. Oh, you sent me an email, but you didn't get it. Manocho. How do you say that, Susan? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Like, you can pronounce it for me on Facebook Live. That's kind of embarrassing to ask you that, but seriously. Manochino. I'm terrible with names. You know, it's really funny. So when I grew up in a suburb of Minneapolis, a really small town, and of course I have my good Minnesotan accent, and I moved to California and I'm a teacher, and all of my kids have these crazy names that I've never even come across in my life. Like, my favorite is still Ravali Ravalupati. She was Indian. And Manakio. Oh, I get it. Manakio. All right, she did it. Oh my gosh. Seriously, I feel like a first grader. Manakio. I got it. Seriously. And the funny thing is, nobody can pronounce my name correctly either. So, all right. But when I was teaching, I had all of these students whose names I had no idea how to pronounce. And it was horrible because I would slaughter all of them. And I think I might have told you guys this story before, but I used to have a class full of boys that were like, they were all they were Asian. I think they were all Chinese, and they all looked the same. They all had the same short haircut. And I know that is like ridiculous to say, but I felt so lame because I could never keep them straight. And I think they thought it was really funny to change places in the seating chart so that I wouldn't know which one was which. And I never did. And oh my gosh, oh, it's terrible. That was funny. I did get them by the end of the year, but my little sheltered Midwest upbringing did not allow for me to learn how to pronounce those names very well. Oh, I'm just saying. Okay, now I just realized I have to go 1 second and grab an ink pad that is out in my classroom. Hold on. I'm gone just 1 second. My dog is like, what's happening? Sorry, guys. Okay, so like literally right now, all of the projects from this weekend's stamps summer camp are out in my classroom area, which is wonderful. And I haven't put them away, but which is kind of by design, because I will shoot the videos for all those projects tomorrow. But all of my stamps, or I'm sorry, I have 2 sets of ink pads, but we use them. Long story short, here I am. I got my ink pads. We're good to go. I seriously am winded from running out there. How lame is that? I think I need to get myself in shape. Okay, so I am using the stamp set. Oh my gosh, what did I just do with it? Here we go. Spooky Cat. Now, of course, this is the stamp set that goes with that super cool cat punch. And then there's printed paper that is designed to work with some of these images. It's really a cool stamp set. I'm going to show you a couple cards that I've gotten in swaps quite recently. In fact, I just got them last week, so I'm very excited. But we're going to make a really cute, simple card with this stamp set. All right, so I'm using some kind of traditional stamping colors for Halloween. Peekaboo Peach, which I think is a little different than like Pumpkin Pie or Tangerine Tango. It's just changing things up a bit. So I'm just going to take this cool little liney image and I'm just going to stamp it several times in Peekaboo Peach ink on Peekaboo Peach paper and go down the line. And of course, all of this stuff is going to be on my blog on Wednesday, so you can see all the dimensions, the photos, all the projects, all that good stuff. See, I told you it was messy. Look at all that. All right, sorry, I bumped my camera. Okay, Susan! It's good to see you guys. Now, the other thing that I'm going to use on this, and I love this, in fact, I think we're going to use it on another project in just a little bit, is this punch. This is in the holiday catalog as well. It's at the very beginning, so let me show you, because I can now show you pages of the holiday catalog. All right, so it is the Everyday Label Punch, which you can see coordinates with this stamp set. It actually coordinates with a whole bunch of stuff, so you can check it out. But there's some pretty DSP. This is called Merry Little Christmas. We're going to use that on a card in just a little bit. And ooh, we did a fun project with these acetate card boxes at my event this weekend. And so anyway, I really like the stuff in this holiday catalog. Have I mentioned that? It's true. Okay, so I stamped this, but what I'm going to put right on top of it is a little label punch. So I'm going to grab a scrap to punch this out. And this label punch is so awesome. It works really, it's just like the perfect size. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to stamp, here we go, is my outline. This is on here totally crooked, so let me grab it. There we go. And, oops, here's my black. I'm going to stamp this in black ink. I'd probably use Memento if it weren't for the fact that I know my Memento inks are all out in my classroom. We used like every black pad I had, and that is kind of funny because I have quite a few. And I think we are still short one this weekend. All right. So now what I love about this is we have the outline image, and then there's a separate image for each little bottle. So you can stamp those separately in colors and get a really cool look without having to do too much work. So again, like I said, I'm going to go with some kind of non-traditional colors. I've got Rich Razzleberry, Peekaboo Peach, and Lemon Lime Twist, because everything is better with Lemon Lime Twist. I know this is one of those colors. Oh, Karen, I have your Lemon Lime Twist pad. So this is really funny. Karen got this Lemon Lime Twist pad and couldn't get it open. And she's like, have you ever had that happen? And I was like, no. So we got her a new pad, but she brought it over, and I think you had gotten it open, Karen, but maybe only like once. So I took the pad and I slammed it on the table really hard, and that sort of like broke the seal, so to speak. And then now it works. It's not great because you can see it's kind of sticky, but we did figure it all out. So that's one of those things where if you ever have trouble, you let me know because we'll figure it out. Okay. I'm going to stamp the center one in Rich Razzleberry. And here is where having those wonderful see-through stamps are perfect. Of course, if you stuck your butt out, that would work great for this as well. Then I will do the little beaker over here in Peekaboo Peach, which I like. It's kind of a subtle orange. And then the last one is the little flask, which is going to be in Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, so that's cute. Then I'm going to take another scrap, and one of the stamps in this set, oh lordy, what did I do with the set? Here it is Happy Halloween, which is always wonderful to have. We're going to stamp this, and because I wanted to keep it really easy, we're also going to punch this out with the classic label. So I'll just stamp that on a little scrap, and then I've got my classic label punch, which was new in the annual catalog this year. And we'll punch this out and then just pop it up right over the top. Don't you love punches? They're so easy, and they make card making really quick, which I, of course, love. I'll flip that over. Now this is the perfect use for those leftover edge pieces you have on your dimensionals. So I'll just rip off, or I suppose I'm technically cutting off these. And I will just pop this up on top of my label. And isn't that cute? Then we're going to place it on here, but first I want to decorate this up a little bit with some rats. And I can't help think of the movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade every time I see this. That is a movie where there's a bunch of rats. Have you guys ever seen that? I love Indiana Jones. It's just such an awesome series. So I've just stamped a few of them right over the top of my little background image, and then you can just sort of see them peeking out. So that's pretty easy. Now I'm going to pop this layer up with my dimensionals. And I guess I just need a couple. And then I'm going to add, actually, I did solid black baker's twine, but I think I'm going to do, because I pulled this out for another project we're going to make in a few minutes, the new black crochet trim, vintage crochet trim, because of course, isn't this stuff cool? I love it. Susan, if you can't hear, log in and out again. Susan, log in, or log out, sorry, log out and in again. Okay. I hope you got that, Susan. All right, guys. So I'm going to tie this pretty ribbon. I think first I'm going to adhere it to the black layer, though. That'll just give my cardstock base a little bit more strength when I'm tying ribbon to it. I especially like doing that with printed paper because it's a little bit lighter. Hi, Penny. How are you? It is lovely to see you here. Okay. By the way, thank you, Annette, for saying that to Susan. I'm sure she figured out my code message. People, it's so funny when people say they can't hear me. The reason is because I can't tell them anything to fix it, but all right. Thank you, Karen. You guys are so sweet. I love when you help each other out. All right. You know what's funny is I always wonder what's going on when that happens. Often it's the Facebook, or it's often other people, not other people, it's your internet that is causing the issues. And I was watching a Facebook Live recently that I really wanted to see, and I couldn't hear it either. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally get what they're feeling, how they feel when they're on mine. Okay, isn't this adorable? So let me finish this off with one more touch, and we're going to take those little bottles and just stamp them in the side along the edge. You can kind of do them at angles. And notice, like, I'm changing the place that I'm placing them. So for instance, I did the left or the right half on this one, and then you can see the right half or left half on that one. Oh my gosh, you get it. I'm doing different ones so you can see different portions, so it's not all exactly the same. That's what I'm trying to say. So likewise here, I've got this one pushed up a little bit and this one pushed down a little bit, so that when I put this over the top, you can get different things that you're seeing. I'll just add a couple more because I'm a little anal like that. Okay, that should be enough. And we'll get these on here. Okay. Isn't that fun? Now I'm going to show you some more uses for that punch in just a little bit. So there you go. Now I'll show you my original one. This one was with the black baker's twine, but I like this better. Ooh, but you know what else I did to this card? I spritzed it. And I haven't spritzed. Like, we didn't spritz at summer camp at all. I think I'm like suffering withdrawals. It's been like a solid 4 days since I last spritzed. I mean, that's got to be some sort of record for me. Anyway. Okay. So, I'll catch that for you just 1 second, Kelly. I just did a little spritzing on there, and I think that just adds a little extra something, something. Okay. The stamp set is called Spooky Cat. I almost said trick or treat because it was so bold right there. Spooky Cat. So it goes with that fun cat punch. Now let me show you some projects. I just got this one from my good friend Barb. Barb! She made this. Isn't this the most adorable card ever? So simple. A little strip of paper down the side. This is the Starburst punch, which I have been using a ton. And then this dang cat. I don't even like cats, but I got that stupid punch because it's so cute. So anyway, oh look, she is brilliant. She used this Happy Halloween with the punch as well. So obviously genius minds think alike. Okay, so there's that one. I also have a couple more to show you. Let me dig them out. One of the things I love doing as a demonstrator is swapping with other demos for ideas. And I will post all of these on my blog. So here is a cool one. This is with the stars from the Christmas set last year. What is that called? It's in the big catalog. Star of Light, of course. Here is another one with the DSP. This is all that coordinates. You can see the DSP is kind of fun. It's like the bottles we just stamped, so I love that. How cool is this? This uses some of the embossing paste that's gray. And then, of course, the spooky cat has been embossed in black. Here is just a really simple one that says Happy Halloween. Very cute. Ooh, this one. Isn't that fun? It's got a little DSP and some of that ribbon. So cool. Oh my gosh. Here's another one. Your kindness means so much more than you will ever know. This is also part of that printed paper, but look at, and actually we're going to use that piece in just a little bit. But I like this because it's like a not Halloween card using the Halloween stuff. So I love when things are versatile like that. Here's a really cute watercolor card. And then finally we've got another Halloween card, which is so cute. So I love all of these. I thought one of these was embossed, like the cat was embossed, maybe not. Oh yeah, this first one. So I'm going to bring that a little closer. The cat is embossed with clear embossing powder on black. Do you see that? Isn't that cool? So I thought that was kind of a fun look. I wanted to point that out. So anyway, I'll throw all of these on my blog Wednesday as well, so you can catch all of them because they are nice cards. All right, next up, I want to show you another card that I made for that same swap that I did. And here's my card. We put our cards in these little clear envelopes so that they're a little easier to swap out, and so that the pieces don't get ripped off in the process because we send them in the mail. So I made this card. This is with the Be Merry DSP from the main catalog, the annual catalog. And then this is one of the stamp sets in the holiday catalog. And of course, for the life of me, I can't remember which, but I think it's that very first, this first suite. Yep, special delivery. So that's Merry Little Labels, because these are all the stamps that coordinate with that punch. Well, I should say these two don't, but the rest do. Anyway, it's really kind of a fun stamp set because there's a lot you can do with it. So I took and put a 3 3/4 square inch piece of printed paper on here and then added my shape with the sentiment and then a bow at the side. Okay. I love how I got that cool layout because it's so easy. I mean, this is really, really simple for stamping. So let me show you some other ideas taking this layout and transferring it into different looks. Okay. So the first one we're going to do is actually a Halloween card. So I've taken the crumb cake cardstock and I have it cut the long way. And the reason is so that I can tie some ribbon around it. Now let me get rid of all these stamps. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm still using the same printed paper. That is the, I think it's called Be Spooky, or Spooky Night, sorry, Spooky Night. You, by the way, the cat right here does match with the punch, so you can punch it. So there's jack-o'-lanterns and cats and hats, and ooh, the back side is really cool. There's some fun designs. So it's really neat paper, stripes, all kinds of cool stuff in here. But what I'm going to do with this is take that cool orangey pattern that I showed you on that cat card there earlier, and I'm going to take and adhere this directly to my cardstock. you can see there are hats on the back. And this is a 4x4 piece. And again, I just simplified it slightly from this card. I didn't add a layer of cardstock behind it. So it's pretty simple. Then I'm going to take some of this natural gold trim ribbon and tie a bow around it. And actually, I'm not tying a bow, I'm tying a knot because it's easier to do that. Bows can be hard. Especially if you are bow impaired, and that is always a big fat bummer. Again, I would say practice, practice, practice. Everything that's hard is easier once you practice. And all I can say is that's what she said. I'm channeling my inner Michael Scott. We were watching The Office last night. So it was the episode where they tell Michael he can't forward inappropriate jokes. And Jim was like, does that include that's what she said? And he's like, ah! And then they like set him up a bunch of times. It's never mind. If you don't watch The Office, it doesn't matter. It was funny. Okay. So next, I'm going to take my punch and just punch one out. I'm using very vanilla paper because that's the base of this printed paper. That fell down. I don't see it. So we're just going to punch another one. You're not challenged, Kelly. Oh, it's not that bad. All right. So I did that. And then I swear before I started, I had a little pumpkin. Here we go. So these are 2 die cuts from, let me just pull that out, the Pick a Pumpkin stamp set. I'm just grabbing, here's most of the rest of them. There's like different sizes of pumpkins and squash. There's leaves, little curly cues, little branchy things, some like background stuff, another little branchy thing that I'll coordinate. And so you can make these into jack-o'-lanterns or just cool pumpkins, whichever you want. Anyway, I really like this set, and I'm looking forward to playing with it some more. So I took and punched this. I'm going to adhere my pumpkin to the label, and then I'm going to add the second pumpkin. So these are both out of the set of dies. Like I said, most of the rest, you can see there's some pieces missing. Obviously, these right here. And that's because they're sitting next to my Big Shot because I was die cutting them about 30 seconds before I went live. You know, that's how I usually operate. So I'm going to take and pop these up on my card. I'm just looking for my dimensionals. So instead of the oval that I have here, I'm going to use this tag like so. Okay, now to add this, you know I'm going to use my super sneaky little system with my silicone mat and my sponge and my liquid glue. So I'll put this little liquid glue down and I'll flip this over. Now I only want it on the tag, so I'm not going to go all over, but I'm kind of sticking to the center of my pumpkin so that it doesn't have sticky like absolutely everywhere. So there we go. That looks kind of fun. Then I'm going to take some mini dimensionals, and you know what, can I just say there's like about a gazillion mini dimensionals per sheet, so these last a really, really long time because they're really tiny, but I love that. So I thought it would be fun if I popped this up. And so I'm just going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back, and these mini ones will fit in between here without showing through, which is kind of awesome. Okay, so there it is popped up. Now I'm going to do one more thing, and that is add a sentiment. And I'm using the Seasonal Lantern stamp set. I tell you, I like this set because I think it's really versatile, and it looked so good in the catalog. So I totally got it. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. I really wasn't going to get it, but look at how nice this sample is. And it says Twinkle and Glow. I mean, come on. I just thought it was really pretty. So I figured with all these pieces, I could totally do something. Now, I don't know. I just liked it. And I thought the lanterns looked pretty. So this was a total impulse buy, I guess. But I really like it. So there you go. All right. But let me finish this off. Oh, the reason I brought this up is because I'm using the Autumn Greetings stamp set from the stamp set. I'm going to stamp that in some Cajun Craze. So this is Pumpkin Pie and Cajun Craze. And we'll just stamp this at the bottom like so. And isn't that a really nice, simple card? And again, totally based on this card that I made. So really simple, okay? Now, I've made one other card with this stamp set. And, you know, it's one of those cards where I'm looking back on it. I'm like, it's okay. It wasn't amazing. I shouldn't say I made one other card. I've made two other cards. I'm trying to find the one other card, though. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. But this one is. I made this one. This is one of the other dies in the set, this little branchy thing. And I watercolored this, and I used Peekaboo Peach with Sweet Sugar Plum, and then this is Copper Foil, which I thought was kind of cool. And you can see the little dots. I think that's not really supposed to happen, but I kind of like the look of it, so there you go. But that's just another card I've made. And then I actually did one more, and this is probably going to go on a blog post later. Well, I don't know. I made this card. I embossed with it. This Give Thanks is from one other stamp set, which I think I have sitting out here. Yes. This is another one that coordinates with this label punch. As you can see, it's called Labels to Love. So I used the Give Thanks along with the pumpkins from my Pick a Pumpkin stamp set. And I did a little gold embossing, and there we go. And can I just show you one more thing? I'm not going to demonstrate this one, but there's a good chance it's going to show up on my blog soon. So anyway, I got one of the little test tubes. I put these little no, those aren't called sprees. Hold on. I'll show you what they are. I got them at Target. I have an entire drawer dedicated to seasonal candy in my office. So these are Celebration Sixlets, of course. And they're kind of cool because they're sort of pearlescent-y. And I really do like it. So that's kind of fun. I wasn't going to get this set, but now that I see this, yep, I know, Dana, that's totally what I do. Hi, Angie. There you go. I'm glad you like my camp clips. We did have a good time. Okay, now I'm not done with this card though, because I have another version of it that I want to share with you. That's kind of completely different, but it's sort of completely different, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So oh my gosh, Kayleen, I totally love Sixlets too. In fact, I have Valentine's Day ones from last year. They may or may not be a year old. I can neither confirm nor deny that. Okay, so this is the DSP that's, again, at the beginning of the catalog, Suite of Stuff. That's so pretty. It's like the 4th or 5th page in. Okay, page 10 and 11. So that is the Merry Little Christmas paper at the top you see there. And I thought this was just a really cool branchy image. It's polka dots in olive on the back, but so cute. And this is kind of like grown-up Christmas. So you might notice in the catalog, there's a bunch of black stuff for Christmas, and I actually really like it. At first I thought that's kind of dark and weird, but now I totally am on board. I think it's not dark and weird, but more like mature and fancy, because I mean, I'm nothing if not fancy, right? So I'll start with another crumb cake card base, and this is 3 7/8 inch square, and then I adhered it to a 4x4 black square. And then I'll put it on my card just as I have been all these projects. And then I cut my ovals. These are the layering ovals. So I've got one in white and then one in real red. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment. Now this is from another set called Snowflake Sentiments. And I really like this set because the sentiments in here are wonderful. There's what I like to call innies and outies. So like the season's greetings is on the outside, and then you can put one of these, innies, sayings on the inside, which is nice. And then there's also a to and from, so you can do tags, which is cool. Now, where this set really shines is the super amazing framelits that go with it. I haven't even tried mine. Look, they're virgins. I can't wait to play with this. Today I have a lot of plans for playing on my list of things to do because I was really busy getting ready for summer camp last week. So now the kids are in school. My daughter's back is getting better, so I think I will have some time to truly play. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take and stamp my sentiment from that Snowflake Sentiments in black on my oval. Like so. And then, you know what? That didn't turn out super awesome, so I'm going to try it again. I was like doing this, which I never do. I usually tap, 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 and then I'll stamp it down here. Okay. So, do that, and we'll adhere this to the oval I cut out in real red. And there we go. That looks lovely. And remember that black vintage crochet trim? Totally got to make that or pull that out again. We're going to tie a bow. And I know you guys like watching me tie bows, but I'm not sure how good it is with this black ribbon. I mean, that to see, it's hard to see. But it's pretty ribbon. This is definitely, when I saw that, I was kind of giddy because I love black ribbon. I think it really adds a nice punch to your cards. And we only have the one sparkle black ribbon. And I love that ribbon. I've been using a lot of it. Okay, so now I'm going to put that here, but I wanted to jazz this up. So basically I have the exact same card right here, but I wanted to jazz it up. So I pulled out what I think is like the most amazing embellishment we've had in a while. I'm just looking for what I did with my package of them. Oh my gosh, where are they? Ah! Seriously, they were right here. I know they're, oh, under something. Shocking, they were. So these metallic snowflakes, they are silver and there are gold, well, yeah, gold in here. So I'm going to take one of the silver ones because I think it'll look wonderful with that black and white. Now I'm going to take mine and cut it in half. So let me get my scissors out. I'm just going to go across here, cutting it in half. And the reason I'm doing that is because it won't, as a one piece, it won't fit. Oops. You can't see it very well behind my oval, so I wanted to spread it out a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to put some adhesive at the top and bottom of my oval. And then I'm just going to adhere it like so. That it's sticking out. And so it's a little, you know, like a ½ inch in between the two layers. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous! And then I will put it on here. And just that teeny little touch, I think, adds so much. Of course, I'm biased because it's my card, but I would never lead you guys astray, obviously. So this is just another really, really simple, but kind of different look that you can achieve with this same basic layout. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. So, so, so pretty. And so all of these cards have been created using the same basic layout. So here I kind of changed up the shapes. Here I changed up, you know, I added the little extra embellishment and obviously the colors. But that's really kind of a cool look, isn't it? Well, thank you, Beth Ann. I agree completely. It is the perfect touch. So I hope you like these. Now, my challenge to you is totally to come up with your version of this. And actually, I have a new Facebook group called Stamping with the Creativity Cave. I'm going to write this down right here. You should join it. Stamping with the Creativity, Creativity Cave. Okay, so join my group. It's a Facebook group. which is a little different than the page you're on right now. But Stamping with the Creativity Cave, I do lots of little fun things, so make sure you join it. I will be doing a card challenge, and guess what the challenge is? You're going to make cards and share them with us on there using this layout, because it's just so easy. So make sure to do that, because there might just be prizes at stake. I mean, I could be just giving you a little tip there. Okay, so those are my cards for today. I think, oh, you know what? Well, I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm really tired. I'm not even going to lie. But I will just say, yes, Maria, anybody can join. Of course, anybody can join. It's for anyone. And of course, anybody can participate in the challenge. And I'll have all the explanation on my blog. Actually, that's what I'm going to do when I get off of here. One more thing though. Today, or I shouldn't say today, but, and let me grab my other projects that I made today so you can see them. So there was this one. Is that all I did? It might be. I showed you a whole bunch of other projects though, so all of those will go on my blog. Okay, so those are my cards. Of course, as always, when you order, you're going to use the code 3NCHS7WP. And from today until till Sunday, which I believe is the, oh dear, 17th, right? I'm pretty sure. Whatever that Sunday is. Sunday. You will get, if you spend $50 in my online store, that will get you, $50 or more, will get you 20 free project tutorials. And they are going to be all sorts of things. They'll be from the main catalog, the holiday catalog, all kinds of assortments. Everything has pictures and directions. So make sure you take advantage of that, because this is a fantastic deal. That's like almost 3 online classes. It's really awesome. There aren't videos, but there are written instructions and all of that good stuff. So I hope you will check that out. Remember, you need to use this host code in order to get those free tutorials, and any order of $50 or more will qualify you, and you have until next Sunday to do this. So I hope you have enjoyed stamping with me today. Again, everything will be on my blog Monday. I will also have a giveaway. So don't forget to get entered. You want to share my video, and you can do this if you're on Facebook, or right now, or you can share it on YouTube if you're watching the recording. Share video, and or place an order with that code. Okay? So make sure you check that out. Let me see if what I have for my drawing. Ooh, I know what I have. Oh, hold on. I'm grabbing it. The marbled background stamp. Yay! I just actually ordered this by accident, so I have an extra one. So this is going to be my giveaway. Marbled background. RD. And I will have all this information posted for you as well. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you loved my projects. I hope they will inspire you to stamp. And I really hope that you will join me on Stamping with the Creativity Cave to get some more inspiration, as well as join our little contest here. And I will... like I said, I'll have prizes that I'll be giving out for that. So check it out. And I hope that you guys have an awesome week. We will be back here next Monday, which must be the 18th, right? So we'll be back Monday the 18th with another Facebook Live. So don't miss out. Have an awesome week, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you again soon. Bye.